What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Monday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing. What's going on, you guys? Now, before we get into the rest of the video, I'm only here to remind you guys of two things today. I have Married to Medicine later on today, and I also have the Whether You Like It or Not panel also later on today at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and it will be over on Yocrates's page. So make sure you guys go ahead and get the link. It's already in the Whether You Like It or Not playlist, and it should be on the community wall as this is released. Okay, so make sure you guys do that, and we will see you guys tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. All right. All right. So with that being said, that's pretty much all that I have to remind you guys of. That's pretty much it. Anything else that I need to remind you all of, it will be at the end of the video. So let's get into the mess, y'all. So the first thing that we're going to get into right now is Mr. Neo. Now, Neo has been making a little bit of headlines as of lately, talking about the fact that he has a polyamorous relationship. It was first revealed that he had like 3 different girlfriends, but now it's been revealed that he got 4 different girlfriends. And me being the nosy motherfucker that I am, okay, because I am nosy, and y'all know that y'all come here for the nosiness and the mess. So yeah, don't talk about me. But however, um, ever since he told us all that he's into poly relationships and stuff like that, I'm not one to judge anybody for living out loud and doing what the fuck they want to do. I mean, who am I to judge? I'm gay as hell. I like the niggas. So who am I to judge anybody? But I've always wanted to know what his baby mamas thought about this polyamorous relationship that he's in. Now, I met one of his baby mamas, which is Monyetta. She's a very, very beautiful in person. She's a beautiful person inside and out. But Monyetta is not the person that's come out and spoken out against him. His other baby mama by the name of Sade is not here for Neo admitting that he's transparent with his kids about his poly relationship. Okay. She took to her IG story to call him everything but a child of God. And she's even suggesting that Neo may be in an open relationship. Not to mention, Sade went as far as posting a message alluding to a grown woman digging her fingernails into the arm of a child. So we're going to go ahead and get into it right now. But first things first, we're going to get into this radio interview that Neo did that set her off. So we're going to go ahead and get into that first. And then after we get into that, then we're going to get into her post. But she also posted this interview on her story, I guess, and she said, "This is disgusting parenting. I'm sorry to anyone that this narrative is being forced down y'all throats." Let's get into it.
About that? About your relationship?
Of course they do. And I answer them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Honesty. Again, I'm not lying to nobody, not even my children. Hey, this is daddy's girlfriend, and so is that, and so is that, and so is that.
You got no problem.
She gonna make you some cereal, and she gonna cook lunch. And she gonna wash your clothes.
Come
and
on,
it's all
man.
good. And
Come on, man.
it's family, it's community.
Or you
That's
need
what
your
it's
own
about.
book in the Bible, right between Corinthians and Ezekiel.
Your kid.
Now, as you can see, the men are just cheering him on because most men, not me, want this kind of relationship. Like if a man could have more than one girlfriend at one time and not consider it to be cheating, a lot of they dumb, ignorant ass would actually do that. So that's why they're high-fiving him for this shit. Even though, like I said, I'm not trying to judge, but you can do that in your own time. Why does that need to be around your children? But again, who am I to judge? So let's go ahead and get into the stuff that baby mama actually stated. Let's get into that. Now she stated, this is to Neo. Now she said, "And didn't I tell your corny not to have that going on in front of my kids, to do that cornball on your own time?" I agree. That's sick as you hella fucking weird for that at Neo. But I'm glad you think I'm playing with you after I done already warned you I'm not playing about my kids. And poly relationships aren't 5+ girlfriends that party with you every night so you can pick up more girls to hook up with. That is what you call an open relationship. You're a wannabe boyfriend pimp trick. You like the GFE. Stop disrespecting Polly. There is nothing exclusive about what you got going on, weirdo. Keep that away from my kids. Then she posts this. And I just be waiting patiently. Now I just be patiently waiting like this for a mother to sneeze wrong before I dust out my receipt book of everything under the sun. Foot on neck now, belt to SSA. Then she posted this and said, hard to believe a grown man is digging her fingernails into the arm of a child, especially considering that as of late, boys, for whatever reason, think it's cute to play victim and make up stories. I've actually seen this with my own eyes, but I absolutely talked to her. And she says, anyway, just had to make that clear. That's weird, and we don't condone clown parenting. Moving on. How y'all doing? Don't mind me. You need your fucking ass beat. The belt to that. That's the problem. That was one of the pictures. And there is another picture. So Miss Thang is pissed off, honey. She is pissed. Now, I personally cannot say that I'm upset with her for having her feelings about it because, that is a lot for a child to digest. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got 5 girlfriends, your kids are confused, and all of that. You know what I mean? Like, as once again, my thoughts are this. I'm not here to judge nobody. Everybody's not meant to be monogamous. Everybody's not meant to be with one person. I'm meant to be with one person, but everybody isn't. So if you want to have a polyamorous relationship, you go do that. But do that on your own time. Sometimes you got to separate your life from certain things that's in your life from your kids. Your kids don't need to be around all them damn women. When your kids is around you, your focus needs to be on the motherfucking children. Your kids don't need to be focused on who you screwing. Your kids don't need to be asking you questions about, is that your girlfriend? Is that your girlfriend? That's your girlfriend too? That's too much for a child. It's weird. So I'm not necessarily mad at Sade for saying the things that she's saying, but I do feel like Neo's doing a lot of compensating, and I feel like he's doing this to hide something. Like for a long time, I don't know if y'all remember, but when he first came out, because this is when I was a big fan of Neo back in high school. I remember I was a big fan of Neo, had bought every single album out the store. People were saying that he was a sex addict back then, and he denied it. So now I'm starting to feel like those accusations back then were actually true. But people said a lot of things about Neo back then. People said he was a sex addict. People said that he was gay. It was a whole lot of stuff being said back then. And with the way he did Moneta, it's really ridiculous. Like he really did Moneta bad. And people are actually clowning this girl, his baby mama, for going in on him because they said that she was a side chick. To who? I don't know. But that's what the people saying. So I don't know, but y'all could give me y'all thoughts on how y'all feel about Neo and this whole situation with the baby mama calling him out. I want to know what y'all think. And I know it's going to be a chat full of women, and I want to know what the women got to say about it, honey, because I know y'all going to have strong opinions about it. There ain't nothing wrong with it. Moving on to the next. Let's get into the battle of the motherfucking dolls, okay? We got Asian doll to your left, and we got Kash doll to the right. Now, ever since Kash doll went to Club Shay Shay and did that interview, child, the battle of the dolls has started, baby. And Asian doll is not taking kindly to the things that, Kash doll has said. Now, I'm going to be one to tell you that I've always been one to only acknowledge one doll, and that is Kash doll, because I only know her music. I've never heard a song by Asian doll. The only thing I know her for is being on Baddies. I don't know a song about Cuban doll. I don't know what the fuck she known for. But the only doll that I acknowledge is Kash doll. Okay, that's the only doll that I fucking acknowledge. But however, this shit has gotten to another level, and at this point, it's getting dangerous now. So let's get into these tweets that was posted. And I got this from Got the Scoop. Okay, shout out to y'all over there, Got the Scoop. So it starts with this. Cash Doll made a tweet saying, every day I get online, this YN got my name in her mouth. I don't want to argue on Twitter. Let's get in the booth. We get it. I'm old, ugly, and whatever else, but you never got in a booth. I dropped Here I Go in 2019, no response. You're pregnant. Stop talking about me so much because baby girl gonna wind up looking like me. I never wanted to beef. I'm too old for that. But if I'm gonna do it, it needs to make sense, literally, something you have yet to do. Oh wow. Made my whole interview about you, then turn around and going to dig up all this old non-factual dirt. I have yet to talk about your personal life because I don't give a never wanted beef. It don't serve me. Let's get in the booth or leave me alone. Hashtag the last doll. Okay, so I said what I said on Twitter and in your hometown. I let some chicks from my hometown that's your age come to your city and perform their diss record. They want the beef. I don't. Leave me alone. YN, it's over. Let it go. So then Asian dog comes in and then she says, why do bitches lie about their age? Like, bitch, if you 37, you 37. Why lie about it? Pushing 40 in line about your age to be cool and bothering girls half your age is a problem. When I do hit that age, I would never be for girls younger than me, especially not start drumming with them 100. That is all. Okay? Nah, ain't nothing wrong with being 37. Next year, I'll be 37 Asian. So what the hell are you trying to say, baby girl? So then Asian dog continued by saying, this is what happens when this YN lets you keep your life. We let a 40-year-old keep her life. My niggas finished your sprinter up and I let you live because you got kids and you had them on the road with you. You knew not to say yesterday while you was in Dallas. So today you talking because you so happy that you ain't bitch. When you graduated high school, I was 9 years old. Shut the fuck up or link up right now because you still in Texas if you living like that. So somebody texted her and said, find out who bringing Cash Doll down here this weekend so I can bump down. Asian responded, I should have just let my brother this hoe. Now I'm mad. So then let's see what else. Okay, that was it. So yeah, Asian doll is dumber than I thought she was. So you really finna get online and admit to the fact that you had a hit out on Cash Doll, basically. It never gets that serious where you talking about your brother wanting motherfucking sprinters and like it never gets that motherfucking deep. It never gets that deep over a doll name. Like at the end of the day, Cash Doll said what the she said. She's the one that started this doll shit. She was. So if you want to be mad about it, then be mad about it, baby girl. But it don't really get that deep to you trying to be on some Biggie and Tupac, trying to have motherfucker shot up and then you want to sit up here and say, I let you live. I let you keep your life. I should have let my brothers this up. And you sitting up here bragging about it on motherfucking Twitter and you sitting up here pregnant. Now, what if she decided to use that shit against you and send it to the police and then what? Gonna look stupid as you already do when you get your weak ass, non-rapping ass on motherfucking baddies and fight for a living because you can't do shit with your rap career. All you want to do is fight, and you ain't doing nothing but proving Cash Doll right. Get in the booth. What did Lotto tell Ice Spice? Do you rap or do you tweet? Because I can't tell. Get in the booth, bitch. Stop all that motherfucking yelling, hoe. Because I ain't buying what you're selling, hoe. Think I'm the shit, bitch. I know it, hoe. Okay? Just get in the booth. What you trying to up sprinters for? It don't make sense. And this is all about a name and an interview and all this other shit. My main problem with this is that you're bragging and incriminating yourself online. This is stupid. This is stupid. So clearly, you want to go to jail, and clearly, you want to give birth to your child in a damn jail cell. That's what you want to do. And if that's what you want to do, baby, it's gonna happen. You might want to sit down and stop the bullshit because you look absolutely crazy doing this that you fucking doing. That's all I'm gonna say on that. What y'all got to say about this Asian doll and Cash doll shit? Because it's really ridiculous to me, to be quite honest. Let's move on to the next story. Now, this story is the most ridiculous shit I have ever heard in my life. And this is Keke Wyatt, honey. Now, Keke Wyatt was exposed by her ex-husband, Zach, and claims that she is fucking her second cousin child. He didn't gave a timeline with some receipts on when she started fucking her blood cousin, having an affair with her married cousin who helped her start the church, honey. That is what's going on. Now, baby, let me tell y'all, he spilled some tea. Now, I got this video right here from a page called Christiana. She didn't post the entire video, but she posted the parts where he spilled tea on what was going on with the marriage and everything that happened. So we're going to get into that. And I don't think I'm going to play this entire thing, depending on how I feel. but we're going to get into it. Let's get into it, y'all. Let me put my mic on mute so we can listen in, y'all. Let's get into it.
This is where Larry Weathers and for 3 weeks after I left, she's calling this man who's living with his wife in Kentucky, Ebony. They would come over and visit several times. We'd go out to eat and everything. This is her cousin. And so 3 weeks after I left, she cannot be alone, a lunatic. And so she figures out that I'm not coming back. I'm never coming back. Okay? Smart girl. And so she calls her cousin, who's still married to his wife, has him to come. He comes like 1 or 2 times. The second time, he stays. Him with his opportunist self. Forgive me. He's an opportunist. Him as an opportunist, he saw to take advantage of the situation, to use her money to get at that bank account. Okay. And so after he locked it in and convincing her and telling her, you got to divorce Zachariah. It's got to stop. And his manipulation, 2 manipulators. Okay. She shaved her hair off after I left. Okay. 2 manipulators. And so he convinces her, you got to divorce him and everything. And so once Larry secured that she was getting a divorce, the goal was is for Larry to get his divorce, her to get her divorce. She thought, I think he was already divorced, but he called Ebony after he was telling her he locked it in, asking his wife for a divorce. So this woman stole her cousin away from his wife and had her own cousin to come live with her. And they began an incestual relationship, having sex and a sexual relationship. And then said they're going to start a church. Hopefully you guys can see that. It might be backwards. We're starting a church. Y'all guys can kind of put that together. I don't know if it's going to show up backwards on the screen or not. But hey, everybody, we're starting a church. And in the video, she's taking the video at her home in her bedroom. She passes the phone to her cousin, Larry Weathers. Okay. And to my partner, we're going to be starting a church in February. And look at this. Look at this mess. Nikki Gilbert goes and does a whole interview on them, and she put a small clip it up, 3-minute clip it. I don't know if it was 3 minutes. She goes to Sound of Atlanta, the name of the church. Y'all remember this? Sound Atlanta. Okay, look how all the receipts are here. Okay, this is Larry Weathers. This is Kiki. Now let's get Ebony. Let's get some pictures. Let's do this the right way. Where's my iPad? Y'all give me a second. Sorry about that, y'all. I don't care if it's a little ghetto. We nipping all this mess in the bud. I tell you, dang. Okay. Yeah, I erased all those. Here, we're going to do something like this. Give me a second, y'all. Bear with me. Okay. Okay. Ebony Weathers, unapologetically E. Okay? This is wife. Larry Weather's wife, my sister. She was family, you know, because I was married into the family. Check this out, y'all. Watch this. Just bear with me. Who is this? That's Larry and his wife, Ebony. And guess what they had? They had their own church. It was called Sound Lebanon, Kentucky. So he took the church name, Sound Lebanon, Kentucky, Sound, and he used that to create Sound Atlanta with Kiki, his cousin. Sleeping together in the room, locked in the room with the refrigerator, not coming out of the room, in a sexual ancestral relationship, living with Kiki in her bedroom. Excuse me. And you're pastors? You're going to start a church? What is God going to do to you? What is the Lord going to do to you? Hold on, I'm getting some more. From Zechariah, and the goal was for them to get married. Kiki wanted to them to get married, a lunatic. So she wanted to marry her cousin, and was trying to have a baby by her own cousin. Okay, Ebony didn't even know nothing about this. Somebody had to tell her. She didn't even know what was going on. She was still posting on Kiki's page. Hey, girl, yeah, you done cut off all your hair and she's sitting up there with your husband, Ebony. That's my sister. I love her. All right. Let's go to some pictures of the church. Now, mind you, this I kind of feel bad. I did all this talking about the kids. We're 47 minutes in, but we gonna keep it rocking and rolling. Okay. I kind of feel bad because this is the more interesting stuff. Okay.
We're going to stop it right there for just a second. Now, this man is set up here and stated that Kiki here was trying to have a kid with her own cousin. Then she started fucking her own cousin after he left her. So my thing about this is, have you always been wanting to fuck your cousin from the very beginning? Because why the fuck do you want to fuck him now? Took your own cousin from his wife, and you trying to, first of all, you don't need to have no more kids anyway. You already got a motherfucking soccer team. So you don't really need to be trying to have no fucking baby with your damn cousin. But okay, girl, child, let's continue.
Let's go down here to the church. All right. Y'all bear with me now. Just bear with me. Well, let's bring this up. This is Larry. He had a widowmaker heart attack. His daddy had died, I think, back in 2020. 2 years later, he had the same thing his father died from. And I think he was in the pulpit when God struck him. He had a widowmaker heart attack. And Larry died. This guy, Kiki's cousin she was sleeping with, allegedly, died. Okay? And they had to resuscitate him on a Sunday, Larry. Okay? And God gave him another chance. And you mean to tell me this is how you repay God, Larry? This is how you repay God, and you don't think there's no hell, and you could just live any kind of way? Where do you think Hitler's at, Larry? Let's quit beating around the bush. Larry he couldn't take it anymore. The abuse and all that stuff, and she was having to pay for him. See, she having to buy him. Had to put the money on the nightstand. See, paying all the musicians, the church, and she and dang it, where's the picture at? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. You were paying your cousin, Mr. Larry Weathers, to sleep with you, to be there with you, to live with you. But guess what? He couldn't take it anymore. Yeah, Larry.
So she was paying her cousin to and to live with her, but he couldn't take it. Lord, Kiki.
Larry Weathers Live Facebook. He should be deleting it in a little bit with all the stuff that's going to be coming out. He should be shutting his page down a little bit. So get it while you can if it's still up. This is the church, Sound Atlanta. Okay, allegedly. Sound Atlanta. And so Larry, after I left, okay. After I left, that relationship lasted. It ended until Mother's Day of 2024 is when Larry had enough. He left. Okay, they've been getting into it, all this stuff. Okay. And so Mother's Day 2024. So I guess that was March. Yeah, March. The church, by the way, the church started in February, March, April. It ended at the end of April. April, March. So Larry left. He left around Mother's Day, I believe. She took a trip and he didn't go with her. She came back. His stuff was gone. He was gone. Okay. Allegedly, she was trying to have a baby with her own cousin, Larry. Yeah. The goal is for them to get their divorces and then get married as cousins. That's where this guy comes in. Okay. The bowling alley dude. Handsome guy. Okay. I'm not a hater. I was proud of her for being with someone that she's not related to. This is sick. Okay. But guess what, honey? All his other women, you didn't talk and find out? Let me throw this out here. If y'all know I'm a prophet. So if I get you this Rolls Royce Wraith, of course she ain't gonna put in his name. I don't think she that stupid. If I lease this Rolls Royce Wraith, it's yours as long as you stay here. Here's a question mark. What can I do to get you to stay? Money. Okay? I think y'all understand. So if you you got to pay to play. So while she had called me broke and talking about broke this and that, Larry and Mr. Anthony, she has been coming out of all kind of money to go from her cousin. This guy, the new guy, was introduced after Larry left. So right after Larry left, Freddie O introduced Anthony to her. A setup. Go get that money. And he's letting you know when y'all get into it, be careful, watch your mouth. because he saw the people that got money, the owners can become beggars, is what Mr. Anthony is saying. Watch yourself, humble yourself, because he's seen people going to be rich and to be poor and be the workers. Okay, and so a lot of women wondering what's going on because they got money invested in it. Okay. I just did it this way. And if it was a little ghetto, forgive me. I had to go ahead and go there. Just tell it the best way I can. All right.
All I gotta say is this. Kiki, what on earth made you want to fuck your cousin? What made you want to do that? And you know that's your cousin, and your cousin is married, and you taking your cousin from his wife, and you trying to have a baby with your own motherfucking cousin. I'm sincerely trying to understand this, but I think that I'll be sitting here all motherfucking day trying to understand this crazy ass shit. Real shit. I'm probably gonna be here all day trying to understand it because it's really nothing for me to fucking understand because it's really ridiculous. Like Kiki, really? Like I always thought that Kiki was a little bit weird, but I never thought she was as weird to really sit there and her cousin knowingly fuck her motherfucking cousin and take him from his wife and want to have a baby by him. What the family think? What do your kids think? Girl, I ain't really got much to say on that. I just knew I had to talk about it just a little bit. We may have more to say at another time. Let's get into Karen. And after this, we got one more story after this. Now, Karen is under fire once again. Now, the prosecutors reportedly feel like jail time is needed for this star because this is her fourth DUI. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, it says that back in March of 2024, Karen Huger, known to some as the Grand Dame, was arrested after crashing her car in Potomac, Maryland. She was convicted and found guilty of driving under the influence, negligent driving, and other charges later that year in December. The Grand Dame will learn her fate this week as she's set to be sentenced on the 26th, and prosecutors are gunning for jail time. According to the Washington Post, this is Karen's fourth alcohol-related traffic incident. The previous three happened in 2006 and 2011, resulted in a guilty finding for driving while impaired and another for driving under the influence. The Grand Dame managed to avoid jail time with those previous incidents, which is why the lead prosecutor, Jordan Kramer, is calling for jail time. The fact that Ms. Huger has repeatedly been given the benefit of another chance on 3 separate occasions demonstrates that she has not learned anything from her prior arrests. In fact, it appears that she has been emboldened. Jordan is also side-eyeing the timing of Karen going to rehab as well as the place she chose. The state is concerned that the program that Ms. Huger did choose to enroll in equates itself to a luxury resort experience. The rehab faculty reportedly has spa services, a chef-prepared meals, therapy, and an organic recovery garden. In reality, Karen could be sentenced to up to 2 years in jail, but prosecutors are only seeking 6 months. Karen's new attorney is trying to get her a sentence that would keep her out of the slammer, house arrest. Karen is expected to make her last plea before Judge Terrence McGann hands down the sentence. Now, that is what the people are saying about Miss Karen Huger, and I hate to say it, y'all, but if she go to jail, she deserves it. If she go to jail, she fucking deserves it. This is her fourth fucking DUI. It's only going to be so many damn times that people are going to allow you to get away with shit. You got by scot-free the first 3 times. What the fuck make you think they're going to let you get away with it the 4th time? Then you publicly paraded around saying that you was going to be vindicated from all of this stuff and that the people were going to see that it wasn't true and that you're not guilty and all this other shit. Like, girl, are you serious? Like I said, if you go to jail, I won't be surprised. And if you go to jail, I won't be fucking mad about it. Honestly, you brought this on yourself. It shows that you don't give a fuck, and it shows that you ain't learned your fucking lesson. So I'm sorry, Grandoms, but if she goes to jail, that's her own fucking fault. Moving on to the last part, we're gonna close the show with this. We're back at Dr. Heavenly. Like, so y'all know, I did a video yesterday where she was going viral because the LGBT community was pissed at her. So after she went viral, she said this. I apologize. It was an ignorant statement. I'm a grown ass woman and I can admit when I'm wrong. I didn't mean it that way. Okay. So that's pretty much what Dr. Heavenly had to say. Now, this is what I'm going to say. And then we're going to be up out of here now. She apologized and I can appreciate the apology. But in hindsight, it's a part of me that believes that she meant every word that she fucking said. Heavenly says a lot of things. If you're judging her character based off of what we see on this show, Heavenly says a lot of things that's vile and fucked up, and she apologizes for it, but she turns right back around and says the shit again. So it makes it kind of unbelievable and hard to believe that she really don't mean what she said. I personally feel like there's a part of her that means that shit. She just wasn't expecting to get the backlash that she got. Because, like I said, people normally let her get by scot-free and let her say whatever the fuck she wants to say and don't care about how she offends anybody else as long as they get a kiki up out of it. But now that she's offended my community want to be all up in an uproar and, be so pissed off at what she said when they're the main ones that be sitting back here going up for the shit that she do. And my thing is this. If she does that bullshit to those women, what the fuck make you think that she wasn't gonna say or do anything that offended you motherfuckers? You thought you was special? Seriously though. You thought you was special? You thought that she wasn't gonna say nothing to offend your dumb ass either? Now, I'm saying that to call out the hypocrisy of it all. Because right is right and wrong is wrong. And a lot of the shit that she do be wrong and y'all laugh at it because y'all think that shit funny and it's not fucking funny. But you're offended now, so now you're taking it personal. Have the same energy for every damn thing else. This is what I be needing people to do. Have the same energy for every fucking thing. Don't get mad when it's convenient for you. Have the same energy. However, at the end of the day, Dr. Heavenly, the shit that you said was wrong. The shit that you said was ignorant as shit. And it was fucked up. And for you to try to say that we're not real men because we're gay and all this other stuff, you're only perpetuating the stereotype that people place upon us that gay men are not real men. We're soft, we don't have a backbone, and we're not anybody's protectors. That was the disappointing part of it. Again, I don't really have a problem with Dr. Heavenly, but what I will do is call out the fuck shit. And what she did was some fuck shit. But I'm going to tell y'all like this, and then I'm going to go on and close this thing out. When people are doing wrong, y'all need to call them out while they're doing it. Don't be getting mad when the shit come back to you, because like I said, we all have sat here and watched the motherfucker, do vile shit thinking that it's funny to the next person, but as soon as they do it to you, it's the end of the world. It needs to be the end of the world where they do it to everybody. And I ain't on my white horse and I ain't on my soapbox because I've been in that position too. I sat back and I watched the motherfucker treat people like shit, never thinking that they would do it to me, and there they go. So if you could see somebody do some shit to some other folks, then they can do it to you. So I'm gonna end on that. So with that being said, y'all, let's go ahead. I'm gonna let you guys know that your boy is nominated once again for the 5th time for a Boss Babe Award. I am nominated for Content Creator of the Year. Be sure to vote for me. The link to vote is in the description box right underneath my social media handles. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I will see you guys for my very best review, and I will also see you guys later on tonight for the Whether You Like It or Not panel, which will be on the Aqua TV's page. I'm gonna leave you guys to vote, and I'll talk to you guys